Hello and welcome to Wretched Rentals, a horror movie podcast where we discuss a lot of horror movies from pre 2000. Um, trying to get that nostalgic feel
Yeah.
back of going to the movie rental store and traveling down that horror aisle and looking at all those cool pictures and deciding which one you're going to
Right.
subject yourself
Which
to.
one's going to be the flavor for the Friday night or
Yeah,
whatever? Yep.
yeah.
Yep. It was always my favorite. We had the one right around the corner um, growing up.
Yeah,
It was my absolute favorite.
yeah, we use the
The
same
same
one.
video
Yeah.
store. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So great.
today we are doing a very special movie,
Hmm.
one of Emily's favorites.
It's one of my favorites. I picked it for a reason.
And what movie did you pick, Emily?
I picked Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns with a K
Yep.
from Outer Space,
Hmm.
1988.
Yep.
Who wrote it?
The Kyoto
The
brothers.
Kyoto brothers, right? And one of them directed it, right?
Yeah.
It
Was
was
it Steven?
yes,
Yeah.
Steven was the director.
Yeah.
So you obviously have a history with this movie.
I do. So it was one of the first horror movies or comedy movies I'd ever seen, thanks to my dad.
Yeah.
So my dad is a huge like horror, sci-fi, um, kind of guy. And so when we
Can't
were
wait to
little
meet him.
kids, he was when we were little kids, he didn't censor us as far as that. He just basically told us it's a movie, right? It's
Yep.
on a set. These
Yep.
people go home at night to their families. And so it's just one of my favorites. And also, it's one of my personal favorites because my sister is terrified of clowns. So she had an absolutely different reaction than I did to this movie. But it is,
That's terrible.
for the nostalgia reasons, for the horror comedy reasons, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's hard not to be a favorite. Could this be the greatest horror comedy that's been made?
Hmm. It's up there for me, but I also include like Rocky Horror Picture Show, horror
Right.
comedy, which is also up there for me.
Right.
So it's definitely in my top five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's probably my number two or three.
Okay.
I mean,
Yep.
Shaun of the Dead has to be.
Oh, Shaun of the
Right,
Dead,
it's
so
right up
great,
there.
so great.
Um, so 1988.
Yep.
You had a history with it. Did you ever rent it, or was this like?
Yes, of course we
Yeah.
rented it.
Yeah.
We rented it a bunch from the video store, but I want to say it was on like the pay-per-view back then too.
I feel like, and I might be misremembering this, but there was a great show on USA Network that used to play like horror and like comedies like Meatballs and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I swear it used to be played on that
Yeah.
all the time. Like it was like a frequent like show.
One of those movies we'll just throw
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. So I've seen this movie 1,000 times. Um, but yeah, so I'm not sure if this was a rental for me, but it was definitely like a viewing. Definitely watched it with my dad. He was a big fan of it. Watched it with buddies.
Yeah.
It was a good like throw it on, just kind of giggle at it. Have a few beers maybe.
Right. No, it's definitely one of my favorites. So I love the clowns, but
They look amazing.
and how the clowns are done, like
Yep.
for visual effects wise. I love that. But I also love like all the clown like tools that they use.
All their little props.
Yeah, all the props that they have
Yeah.
to kill people. Up to it including like the clown car, the hammer, the popcorn gun, right?
Yep, yep.
The ray gun that cotton candy cocoon sound. Like
Yep.
it's great. It's brilliantly done. It's great.
Um, I had something I was gonna say. Yeah, so the clowns look amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, and what's great about the clowns is they all are different. Like they're not like just a generic clown, like a dude who picked up a costume in like a quick like horror, like a Halloween section. Like
Right.
these were well put. These were well put together.
So I want to say when I was reading about it a little bit, most of the budget went to the clowns and Clownzilla was supposed to be something else, more of like I don't know if they wanted it animatronic or whatever, but they had spent most of the budget for the movie at that point, so they ended up just making a Clownzilla suit as well,
Right.
which was incredible.
Right.
So
He looks amazing.
yeah, so the detail on the clowns and the
Yeah.
costumes were great.
And I like that, like, not all the clown. There's not a. It's not like a clown uniform. It's like one's a fat clown, one's a short clown.
Right,
One's,
just like humans,
Yeah,
but in
yeah.
clown form.
Yeah,
right?
and they all have their own
Like,
almost personalities
personalities, yeah,
through the
yeah.
way they act and stuff and react
I
to
mean,
things.
obviously, my personal favorite is our special guest, Shorty.
Yes. My personal favorite. I don't even know the name for it. He has like he's like the fat one that kind of waddles in.
Oh,
And
yeah,
has
yeah,
the
yeah.
straw. And,
Yeah.
like, I love that clown. Like, I don't know. I feel a little like, like there's like a kinship.
A kinship a little bit. Yeah. Do you have like a favorite tagline from the movie?
So the one that comes to mind, the one that they used more often than not, was "It's crazy," right?
Yeah.
But there was one. It was like I really liked. It was like, "In space, no one eats ice cream."
Yeah, in space, no one can eat ice
Yeah.
cream. So my favorite one is the greatest show on Earth, just not of Earth.
Yeah. Right.
That was probably my favorite. What about the cast? So what do you know?
I mean, I love John Vernon in
Mhm.
this as Officer Mooney.
Yeah. So he is one of my favorite characters. Officer Mooney is like a total curmudgeony old fucking man. He hates the world. He hates everyone.
Everybody is out to get him.
Everyone's out to get him. Everyone's doing something nefarious. Everyone's doing something
Right.
wrong.
He even doesn't trust Dave, his partner.
Right.
His partner.
Because he feels like Dave's trying
take
to out
his
to get him
job
too.
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
So I
So-
love Officer Mooney.
Officer Mooney, played by the great John Vernon, who I mean, the first thing you think of, for me at least, is Animal House.
Yeah,
right?
of
Like
course.
Dean Wormer. And you just pray that they would throw a little little breadcrumb in there. Probably.
I love, like, he's always been that guy. He plays very like characters that you love to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a great.
And he's got that face.
Yeah, he's great at that.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Who is there anybody else that stands out to you in this movie?
Christopher Titus.
Yeah. So
It's like maybe in total it's all of like a minute 30 seconds
If
in
that,
total,
yeah.
if that Christopher Titus is in the movie, but it's a great little like Easter egg.
the funny thing is I've watched this movie 1,000 times, and it wasn't until just the other night when you were like, "Yeah, he's
Bob.
this."
He's Bob McCree.
Yeah,
in
he's
the
like this
movie.
character, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like,
So in the movie, he's not one of the main characters. He's Mike Tobacco, who's one of the main characters. It's
Yeah.
like just somebody he randomly knows, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's in one scene, and then he's up in the makeout point or whatever.
yeah, Top of the World.
Top of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, I purposely watched this movie, just to see Christopher Titus, because I'm like, I don't know where he is in this movie, and we rewatched it for the show.
Yep.
And I think I turned to you at the end and go, "Where was Christopher Titus?" Like, and you had to point him out to me, and it's like, son of a bitch. Oh
Yeah,
my
and
God,
he's
it
so
really is
young.
good.
I want
He's super young.
He was like probably just an up and coming like comedian, I think, at
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
Yeah. But he was super young. So tell me, do you have like so when they're up at Lookout Point, top of the world?
Top of the
Yeah, so they're up at top of the world, right? And then what were they in? Like they were in the Jeep or whatever, but what were they sitting in?
It's Chevy Jimmy,
Yeah.
and then or GMC Jimmy, right?
Mhm.
And then in the back he has a rubber raft.
Oh, that's right.
Like
It was. They're just like laying in the rubber raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a rubber raft, and
Okay.
they're drinking champagne.
Right, because of course, who would?
Like, not just champagne, but like champagne with crystal glasses.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I mean, He went all out.
the Mr. Adventure. He kept
Yeah.
calling himself, "Oh, Mr. Adventure."
He went all out.
So they end up seeing what looks like a comet,
Yeah.
right? And so they see it.
Really well done with the special effects.
Yeah. So the visual effects and special effects were great in this movie. And so she sees it and it like kind of drops or whatever, and she's super excited, right? She wants to go check it out.
Right.
And what is Mr. Adventure?
He's like, no, like we're here.
Right,
We get the champagne. Like we have champagne. What are we doing?
Right. And she's like, come on, Mr. Adventure, we can take it with us.
Yeah, we can take the champagne with us.
Yeah. So they like.
So she drags him.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So it's definitely Debbie's fault that they get into this situation, by the way. And so Debbie, who is Debbie played by again? She was in a bunch of stuff. Like she was Deb in Weird Science. What else was she in?
She was in Night of the Creeps.
Yep, Night of the Creeps.
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, Suzanne Snyder.
Suzanne Snyder, yeah. So she's been in a few things.
Yeah. She's been around.
Yeah, she's been around.
I did not know she was in. I mean, I knew she was in Weird Science, but when you brought it up, I was like, wait, who was she? And then you're like, she plays Deb, and you put two and together, and you're like, oh yeah, she was in that, huh?
Yeah, she was. So they're headed off to go see where this comet landed. But while they're doing that, we pan to who? One of your favorite
Yeah,
characters.
we cut to my favorite character of the entire movie.
Yeah.
His name is Farmer Green.
Mm-hmm.
And he's played by Royal Dano, yeah. Who has done a lot of westerns.
Yeah. Oh, side note, Royal Dano and John Vernon, right?
Yep.
They were in the Outlaw Jersey Wheels together.
Yeah,
in that
with some
together.
up and coming actor that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, Corcus, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so he's my favorite character. He's like this like straight out of casting call, like he's supposed to be a farmer. They make him kind of look like an old prospector.
Yeah.
Like from 1849 heading to the gold rush.
He also talks like he's from.
Yeah, he's all like he literally says like, "What in tarnation?"
And he's like, "Dag nabbit."
Dag nabbit. I think at one point he says like, he's like, "I'll be dipped and fried," or something like that. Like,
yeah.
He's great. He's fantastic. And he and his dog, Pooh Bear.
Yeah, and the dog is one of my favorites.
The dog might be my second favorite actor in this movie, but you know how I feel about dogs.
No, I know.
They go, and he's all excited because he's like, "Oh, we're gonna be rich. This is gonna bring in people."
Right. He thinks it's like Haley's Comet.
Yeah, he says, "Look there, Pooh, it's Haley's Comet."
And he knows it lands on his land.
Yeah,
so he thinks, what does he say? They're gonna have hot dogs.
They're gonna be hot dogs and cotton candy and tacos.
All sorts of shit, right?
I'm so excited.
And so he like runs. Or not runs, but he swiftly moves.
Yeah, for an older man, he moves pretty quick.
Yeah, he moves pretty quick with his dog.
He doesn't grab a gun.
Nope.
He grabs a shovel and a tin bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And for what reason, I don't know. But maybe to dig up the comet, I guess.
Right.
But and he heads out towards where he saw it land, crash or whatever. And he brings poor Pooh Bear with him.
Right.
He gets to it, and the big top. That's when we see the big top.
Yeah, it looks so great. Like it's just out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah,
it's all lit up.
Yeah, it's red and yellow, and it's like glowing almost. It looks beautiful.
It looks great.
Really, like the practical stuff that they put into this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And so he starts like wandering around. He's like, I think that's when he's like, "What in tarnation?" He starts wandering around the like edge of it, trying to look for like a ticket booth or an entrance.
Sir, it's on your fucking property.
Yeah. Well, he says something like I'm gonna find me some free passes.
Wait, they should give you free passes. It's on your property.
So he's like walking around it, and he can't find like an opening or anything like that. And he literally like
he kind of like goes off scene, right?
Yeah,
And
and
you see, and then we see what, like is that when we see like the shadow of one of the clowns?
yeah, like a silhouette
Yeah,
in
through the big top.
through the big top, and then somehow he opens up like a Doctor Strange like portal, right?
The clown.
Yeah, he's got like a sling ring or something. Opens up a Doctor Strange portal, and he sees the dog, and he reaches out with like a comedic like dog catcher's net.
Yeah, like this. Suddenly, it's just this big net.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we go back to Farmer Green, and that's when we hear Pooh yelp, and he goes running back. My Pooh Bear, my Pooh Bear. And he goes running back and can't find him, and he kind of takes him nutty, right? Like,
right.
He's like,
he's getting upset. He's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then he grabs the what are they called? The fucking things that hold the tent up.
Oh, like the stanchions, like the anchors.
Yeah,
like
yeah. The rope thing.
Yeah, but it's not like rope. It's
no.
like, it's metallic and it has like lights on it.
Yep.
And he reaches up, grabs it, and like gets like shocked. He drops to the ground.
Yeah,
and he's like kind of got that like 80s like animation electricity running through him, right? And
he does.
And I think that's when we first really see the clowns for the first time.
Yes, because they
kind of like come out and like surround him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then we cut back to
Debbie
and Mike, and that's when they're like, "Let's go," and they leave and head to where we just left,
right?
And Green, and
so they head out, right? And then as they're headed up there, don't we cut to the police station, right?
Yes, this is when we first get introduced to Officer Dave.
So this is when we get introduced to Officer Dave, who is fairly a nice guy, but he definitely has some sort of hero complex.
Yeah.
Throughout the entirety of the movie.
Yeah, he's gonna prove himself.
Yeah, he has
feels
to
like he has
incessantly prove himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when Officer Mooney is his partner.
Right. I don't think let's be honest, Officer Mooney is Officer Mooney's partner in this movie.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's no
That's definitely what he was. Yeah. He was, yeah.
Officer Mooney is in no partnership. I'd argue that Officer Mooney went home to a very alone house at night.
Ate like Dinty Moore out of the can.
Yeah, shot Jack Daniels out of the bottle and did it all again the next day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, so we see Officer Dave, and I think he like Mooney brings in like
these two
college kids, right? That don't look like college kids.
Yeah, I mean nobody looks really their age in this movie except for Officer Mooney.
Yeah, and Farmer Green.
And maybe Farmer Green. Yeah. So these poor kids, right? Like, so it's the 80s. So if you can envision what they're wearing, it was definitely I would say goth punk.
Yeah, like one's wearing like a New York City t-shirt, but he else is wearing like a duster.
Yeah, and like
gloves
there's
or something.
Eyeliner, there's belts, there's all sorts of stuff.
There's a very pronounced widow's peak.
Oh, so you mean the kid with the clown hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Krusty.
Well, Krusty or Sideshow Bob, maybe. Yeah.
Or even Shorty.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Yes.
Maybe he tried out for Shorty and he didn't get it.
Didn't make the cut.
You could be arrestee number 2.
You could pass for college age. Right?
College kid number 2. That's who we want you for.
That's you.
You're all up.
No, so and they're terrified because they weren't doing anything wrong. They said they were just drinking wine, walking through the park. Yeah. Walking through the park, going home.
Yeah. Nobody drinks beer in this goddamn movie except for Christopher Titus.
Right. Which is just labeled
beer. Yeah,
it's a white can. It just says beer.
Yeah. But they're drinking wine. These two are drinking champagne.
Yep.
They're drinking wine while walking through the park.
You know, it's a nice night. It's what, like maybe a Friday, Saturday night?
In all fairness, I mean, I drank like blackberry brandy when I was
when you're a kid,
whatever you can get goddamn
hands on, right? Yeah.
And so Mooney's like telling him, like, we're gonna throw the book at you, like you're going away for a long time, kid. And he's like, you're drinking wine, dude. Like,
so pretty terrified. He kind of roughs him up a bit, right? And then he
Yeah,
throws them.
as one officer when he does.
Right, because police brutality is his joy in life.
Police brutality did not exist in the 80s. It was just called policing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So yeah, so they put them in, and we cut back to Mike and Debbie
Mhm.
at the big top now, and she right away is like, no,
Yeah,
this
she's
is
like, "Fuck this.
this does not look right. This does not feel right."
This ain't that. This shouldn't be here in the middle of the
Yeah.
woods. It's time to skedaddle. It's
And
time
Mike
to
is
go."
like, but I'm fucking Adventure Mike. Like,
right, like
this is what
this
you
is what
wanted.
you wanted,
This is what
Debbie.
you asked for.
So either you're coming with me and you're not scared, or
you can wait in the truck. He says,
right, or you'll be here alone.
Yeah, and so of course she goes with him.
Yep. And so they go inside, and it opens. So like this is the first time we see the inside of the big top. Right?
Yeah, and it's far bigger inside than it looks like from the outside.
Yeah. So it's pretty incredible, right? So they have all these little things, and he's trying to make her less nervous, and he starts talking about
Oh right, he starts acting like a circus barker.
yes.
Yeah.
And he starts like saying all this horrible shit, like that poor step right up and see somebody bulimia, watch her binge and purge.
Oh, the great bulimic whatever.
Yeah.
Watch her binge and purge. And
What the fuck?
and before that, he's like, please check out Gumbo, the toothless elephant, like, which is a great line actually.
Super, yeah. And so she's like, haha,
Yeah.
whatever, loosens her up, and they get to these three like
They look like
doors.
Yeah, so
Not like cylinders, I guess.
yeah, so they remind me of like you ever go to the bank and
Yeah,
the vacuum tubes.
the vacuum tube.
It kind of remind me of those.
Yeah, like you're inserting something into the
Yeah.
vacuum tube, it closes, and then it sucks it up.
Dude, I remember when I was young, my father brought me to a store that used to have, is it EJ's Warehouse? And they would have them at the registers.
Mm,
And like,
I think it was BJ's. I think
yeah,
like-
like they had you could see them running the length of the store or whatever.
yeah.
And I used to watch when they would put stuff in there and they would shoot them, and I was like, man, I want to do that someday. I just want to shoot myself up one of those things. Oh, I digress. I'm sorry.
Do you remember what happened to what's his name in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, that would have been me, because I was a chubby little, well, still a chubby little guy, but so yeah, that probably would have been me. But anyways, the doors kind of remind me of that. And actually, when they open one of them up, they get sucked in.
Right.
It's the only time this happens.
This is the only time in the movie it happens.
Yeah, like later in the movie,
They're just
doesn't-
hopping in and
they're
out.
just hopping in and out. But
Yeah.
for whatever reason, the first one, I wonder if this was something that they were going to do throughout, and then decided,
Right. So they get sucked in, and they end up like it opens up, and it looks like they've gone to obviously another floor, but it's down somewhere. And,
Yes.
And so it opens up, and what you see on the screen is like, on one of the sides, it's like that big popcorn machine with all the levers.
No, even before that, they go
Oh,
into,
that's right.
they go into like what I guess is like the engine room or like whatever powers this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like a giant, what was it, like a
Van de Graaff, I
Van de
think.
Graaff globe, like the
Yeah,
electric
that
globes
does the
yeah, when your
electricity.
hair goes.
Like at the Museum of Science
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Boston.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those, and it's a really cool looking scene.
It's a great scene.
'Cause-
What did you say it reminded you of? And it made me be like, what was it? Was it Star Wars? Was it
yeah,
Star Wars?
Empire Strikes
Strikes
Back.
Back, yeah.
Yeah, when they're in Cloud City.
Yeah, and it opens because like there's just a little bit of floor
Yeah.
when they walk off of the elevator.
It's really well done. And this is done with all, it looks like animation,
yeah,
but it looks so wonderful.
it looks
Like,
great.
they did a great job on it.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, we can't go any further here. So they go back,
That's right.
and when they do, that's when they enter this other room.
With the popcorn machine.
Yeah, there's a popcorn machine, and then there's these things hanging
Yeah,
from
and
like by like hooks.
that looked like meat hooks, right?
Yeah, kind of. And they look like droopy pink light bulbs,
Cotton candy
like
light
giant
bulbs.
light bulbs.
Yeah.
But I guess they're cotton can. It's cotton candy.
Yeah.
And Mike is like, oh, it's a cotton candy factory, of course.
Of course, this must be where they hang it up to dry.
Yeah.
No, you fucking moron. It's cotton candy. And she's like, no.
Right, like it's just spun sugar. You don't really have to dry it.
Right, it doesn't need to be dried. So then they hear
One of the doors.
one of the
like,
doors to the elevators. So
Right.
they run and they hide in the cotton candy because it's all hung up in one of the aisles.
Right.
And then they see this clown come out.
Yeah, and he's checking the popcorn maker, and he's like hitting the
all
levers.
yeah.
The levers look like these like the balls that you see in like a ball pit.
Yeah.
The handles and the levers kind of look like those, and they're all different colors. And there is no rhyme or reason to what he's doing.
Right.
But yeah, he's doing that, and one of them makes a noise, I believe, and bumps into something.
Yeah, bumps into something.
And it alerts him to their presence, and so they try to run away.
And that's when they pull like the face off of it, right?
Oh yeah, so right before
why
he shows up, is when they pull the face off it, because he's like, look, it's just cotton candy.
Right, and they pull it off, and apparently it turns out it's Joe Lombardo, whoever Joe Lombardo.
Whoever
is.
Joe Lombardo is, I always got the impression you're supposed to know who that person is when it happens,
but you don't.
And you know, like I have a history of like in horror movies when they show a dead body and they're like, and I'm like, I don't know who that's supposed to be.
Right.
I have like death blindness. I don't. Once you die, I don't know. You don't look like anybody to me. You just look like body parts. So you should probably talk to my psychiatrist about that. But yeah. So they know now that this clown is not friendly. Like they've already established that from the cotton candy body, right? So they run away and they get into one more of these tube things. And they're running like they know exactly where they're going.
Right. They're
he
like,
seems to know exactly
so
where
confident.
the exit is.
Yeah.
And this clown grabs like what looks like one of these Nerf guns, and he grabs like a handful of popcorn,
throws it in there.
Yeah, and he runs after them, and then a couple more clowns start showing up as well.
Yep.
And he fires this popcorn gun cannon at them.
Right. So like almost like a spud gun or a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
It has to have probably some sort of compressor in it to get the popcorn. So it shoots the popcorn at them.
Yeah, don't worry about the science.
Yeah. So it shoots the popcorn at them. And then as they're running out the front of the big tub, and it's so funny because as they run out and the popcorn shoots, there's popcorn falling and everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's so funny because it's all symmetrically like stuck onto their clothing.
Right, like somebody took like a glue stick and just went
down with cross. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like perfectly
very strategically done. Yeah.
And then once they get to by the time they get to the SUV, the truck, whatever you want to call it, Mike's truck. Basically, all of the popcorn is off of them.
Is off of them at that point.
Yeah. And Debbie's like, "Let me in, open the door!" Like, and the window is down, the door is unlocked. Like, lady,
nobody locked the doors. Just get in the fucking car.
Lady, we're not doing the the fucking test from Bronx Tale here. Right. Like, just get in the car.
Get in the car. Yeah. Oh my god.
So then they take off and they head. And as this is going on, the clowns are starting like a search party.
Yeah, they start looking for the people who infiltrated their big top.
Right, and when you have a search party like that, you usually have dogs, right?
Yeah.
Like bloodhounds or like shepherds to sniff out.
Yeah, any type of police stuff.
Yeah, right. And so of course the clowns must
gotta have a dog, right? So he fucking whips out, balloons and starts fashioning a balloon dog. Puts on it a leash and everything.
Yeah, and that thing is ready to go.
It comes alive and it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. And they follow out to Debbie and Mike get into their car.
Yep.
Mike throws it in reverse, hits them like they're a bunch of fucking candlepin sticks.
Well, Debbie is really just screaming.
Freaking out, yeah.
She's just losing her fucking mind.
Let's not forget who wanted to go there in the first place.
Right.
Just saying. Freaking white women and hits them, they knock over, and run over the balloon dog.
Yeah, and then you
And
hear
it,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little yelp. They zoom off.
They take off. They hit one, and it's down, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they take off.
And you get one that like is comes into the foreground and sits up, and then
Yeah.
in the background you have this
He like
clown
just rises
who
up.
rises up a la like the Undertaker
Yeah.
from WWF,
Yeah.
like 1999. Like
It's
just,
so great. He just
dum.
right up. Yeah.
And then that's and then the next thing we see is um Mike is coming around a corner at the police station,
Yep.
and he rear ends Dave's cruiser.
Right. They like screech in and everything. And it's wild because Dave hears the screeching. So he starts running down the stairs. So he like comes running out and they hit the fucking cruiser. And he's like, what the hell?
Right, right.
And then Debbie jumps out and starts yelling, Dave, Dave.
Dave, you gotta help. They're dead. They're dead.
Who's
And
dead?
yeah, and he's like, "Who's dead?" And they're like, "You gotta believe us." Like they haven't even told him what's going on yet. And they're like, "You gotta believe us." Like they already know when it's shit.
Right. Because I mean, imagine, right?
Right.
You see what you think is a comment, right? It's a fun fucking Saturday night. You're up there to get laid. The girl's like, let's go check this out. You really don't want to because you want to get laid. But if you don't do it, you're not going to get laid, right?
Right.
So he like goes on this mission with her and everything, only to find out like it's not a fucking comet. There's killer clowns.
Right. You know what we forgot to mention was Mike's buddies who show up at Top of the World while they were there.
The Terezzi brothers.
Yes.
And Jojo the ice cream truck.
Jojo the ice cream truck.
Oh God. So that whole, oh my God, that whole scene is so funny because they come up to like the top of the world point, the makeout point or whatever, and they give like this whole spiel about if you give it a lick, I'll give it a stick. And then it's like this whole thing. It's so funny. And of course, everyone who's up there is fucking annoyed with them because, you know, they are just wanting to be intimate and drink and have a good time. And these two assholes show up with ice. Right, these two clowns, pun intended, show up just to have the lights on, the fucking music going.
Yeah, there's music, it's lit, it's
talking
lit up,
through a loudspeaker.
A microphone.
Like
a
absolute
megaphone
morons.
rather. Yeah. And they brought dates with them as well.
They did. So there's two girls that come out from the curtain in the back, and they are, you know, they're good-sized ladies, like some of us. And what did they say? Hey, I thought you said we could have all the ice cream we wanted. You didn't say anything about stopping.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about parking.
About parking.
And then one of them says something like, let's get out of here. Like, let's do something. And he's like, hey, keep your shirt on. And she's like, I intend to.
Right, I intend to.
So, you know, like when you go to the bar and you want to talk to a pretty girl, and there's always that, like, she's just slightly a little bit uglier, she's a little bit chubbier, and she's always the one who runs interference.
Yes, the bulldog friend.
Yeah, so these guys somehow found two of them.
Yeah, well, it was purposefully done.
Yeah.
Right? It was definitely purposefully done. They thought that these ladies were going to be easy.
Right.
Turns out,
especially with the ice cream.
These ladies were like, how about you go fuck yourselves? because we have standards. Like, you're assholes, take us the fuck home.
They are pretty assholes.
I mean, yeah, but like, let's remember the time period. It's the 80s,
Late
right?
80s, yeah.
It's the late 80s. This stuff was prevalent back then, prevalent in movies and prevalent in real life.
So I just wanted to bring them up because they do play a pretty big part of the movie.
They're so great. And by the way, they even though they're not brothers, the two dudes that play the Terenzi brothers were actually like a comedy duo.
Yeah.
I think in like San Francisco or something, prior to them doing this. And I want to say they might have done one or two other projects together where they were in the same movie as well.
I
think so.
Yeah. They were born for stardom.
Listen, they're so great in this movie, and they their characters like play off of each other so well.
Yeah, you could
Up
definitely.
to and including, when we'll get to that later, when they're like beating the shit out of each other
But as brothers do.
as brothers do.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Don't. There's no domestic about that. Just don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of brothers just having a little fun.
yeah. Nothing to worry about
Nothing
there.
to see here.
Nothing to see here.
But I just want to mention that because they do play a big part of this movie.
They do. They're so great.
So now we have Mike and Debbie
Telling Dave
at
the precinct.
yes, and Officer Mooney comes in from the back room, like the holding cells area.
Yeah,
and
so he was definitely listening the whole time.
And he's snickering away like these dummies, right?
Right. These assholes are trying to make trouble.
They're just trying to make us look bad.
And then what does he say? Because Debbie's telling him about like the killer clowns, and we saw these clowns and we think they're killer clowns, and it was this comment, and she's going through the whole like rigmarole of it all. And then Mooney says, "What? This is the first time we hear."
Oh, he gives us the title of the movie. He's like, "Are you supposed to make me believe that there's some killer clowns from outer space?" Like,
right, running around our town.
And then I think he calls her a little tramp, right?
Yeah, he's like, "You little tramp."
You little tramp.
So, also, this is, I think, the first inkling of when we figure out that Dave had a thing, or Dave and Debbie had a thing, right?
Yeah, they had so we get an idea that they have a history.
They have a history together,
yes.
right? And then Mooney gets pissed at Mike because
he's
like, I know
him.
you little fart, or something.
He calls him a little fart. Yeah. He's like, "You hang out with those Terenzi brothers." He's like, "I get it now. Clowns. They're just trying to do their practical jokes revolving around their ice cream truck."
Yeah, and so then Mooney gives Dave like a ration of shit about it, and then he's like, and Dave's like, "Listen, we still should like check it out."
Right, we still gotta look into it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, fine, you go look into it. I'll hang out here and I'll be laughing when you get back," or something like that.
Yeah. So like they get in the car. He opens the door for Debbie. Debbie gets in the front seat. He kind of throws Mike in the back of the patrol car, opens the door for him, and is like, "Get in." So they decide, because, they're men, and Debbie apparently is a weakling and cannot make her own choices, that she shall go home and remain there until her saviors come and save her.
Right. And so like they drop her off at her house.
Right.
And she tells Mike, like, "I'm gonna wait till you guys leave, and then I'm just gonna follow you guys up there." And he's like, "No, really, like, stay here. Like, we'll come get you if we need to, or whatever. I'll make sure I call you later tonight," or something like that. And she's like, she's okay with that.
Yeah.
And so then she gives him a kiss, and Dave is kind of like leaning over, looking through the passenger side window, watching this happen. And you can kind of see like he's not happy about it.
Yeah, he's pissed.
And so like this is when you really put it together. Like if you hadn't put it together now before this, now you know like they had a history.
Yeah, they were.
Because I think even Mike says like, "Oh great, now I gotta go."
Yeah,
well, your ex-boyfriend Andy's a cop.
Right. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
And so he makes Mike get back in the back seat. He doesn't let him sit in the front.
Yeah, he opens the
when Debbie goes in the house. So they take off and they go, and that's when like we see the clowns walking into town, right? And there's that stupid little sign, right? Crescent
Cove, 5 miles.
Right, and
it's like handwritten.
Yeah, it's so this is why it's great, because it's like a handwritten poster board with paint or whatever, big marker.
And like a stake.
Yeah,
it looks like somebody's yard sale
and
sign.
it's like in a bush.
Yeah,
and it's
half covered.
It's like like 3 feet off the ground.
Right,
maybe at best.
Yeah, like maybe like knee high, maybe.
Yeah. And then you see the clowns walking towards town. So as they're driving up there, like the clowns come into the town, right? And then
the insane clown posse.
The insane clown posse. Side note, in one of their songs, the Insane Clown Posse, I read about this. Are you telling me you're not a fan of the Insane Clown Posse? I have never listened to their music, so I don't know much about them.
Okay.
I know that they have like a huge following, and they have a name, and like all their festivals, like almost like the Grateful Dead has a crowd that travels. I know that about them, but I don't know enough about their music to know anything. But I do know like they reference a line either from this movie in one of their songs. So little side note. But
Well, speaking of side notes and speaking of songs, we forgot to mention that the title track is
oh,
done
the
by
Dickies.
the Dickies.
Yeah.
Great song.
And did you know that they hadn't seen the movie before the song
Yeah,
was written? They just wrote the song and then
they don't even
saw the
get
movie.
credit in the movie because
No, they
it's
don't.
playing on somebody's radio, and they called him the doorman.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah,
Um, so so the clowns come into the town, right?
yep,
We see that, and then one of the clowns is like walking up, and there's like a drugstore, right?
yeah. It literally just says drugstore.
Drugstore. So
Yep.
there's the drugstore there, and then he hears like people coming, so he sees like this animatronic gorilla.
Yeah, like a gorilla. Yeah.
Yeah. So he sees like this animatronic gorilla with like a clown suit on. So he kind of goes to the other side of the door and mimics it as these teenage girls come up, and they're like, "Oh, cute." Not cute. That thing is fucking face is terrifying, but I mean, to each their own. And so they walk
into the drugstore,
into the drugstore,
and he follows them in.
He follows them in, and is that when like? So I'm trying to remember at this point. Was this when they go back to Mooney when they're calling, or does it go to the Big Top Burger next?
I think we go to Mooney at this point, and I believe,
He
but
starts
like
getting
it
calls.
starts like going back and forth real quick between like Mooney taking calls and then like examples of why he's taking calls. So like then you get the Big Top
Yeah,
Burger.
you're right. You're right. So we go back to Mooney, and he's getting calls, and he's like, he says something to one of them. I remember at this point, it's like, there's clowns like killing people, or is everyone in on this?
Yeah,
Like, is the
he
whole
starts.
town?
Yeah, he's like the Troyes brothers got everybody in on this.
Right. Is this
And
what's
he's like,
happening?
the hell with you all.
Right. And so he's like really being horrible to people who are calling the police for help.
Yeah, yeah.
He says to one of them, "You don't need the police, you need a psychiatrist," and hangs up the fucking phone on him. And so then we cue to Big Top Burger.
Yes.
What happens? So this is one of my favorite scenes. What happens?
So you have like it looks like two women have taken their children out together for
Like
for the day, and they went out for Big Top Burgers afterwards, right? That's I got out of it.
Yeah.
And so they're all kind of sitting at this like table, these plastic tables, and they're having their burgers. And this little girl who couldn't be more than 7, right? Like,
Yeah,
she's young.
She's a little bit.
And she's kind of like looking out the plate glass window, and they have like a play area there for children.
Yeah, like the old McDonald's.
Yeah. And so she sees this like clown who's on like one of those like the rides that have had the big spring on it,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm doing right now. You know? and he sees her, and he starts like waving, and he starts playing peekaboo with her. And so she at first she doesn't do anything, but then she starts playing peekaboo as well. And then he like beckons her out. He like pulls out. He like gives her the finger, like, "Hey, come on out here." You know.
Yeah, like trying to entice her to come outside.
And so the camera like shows her, and she kind of like cocks her head a little bit. It goes back to him. He's still like coaxing her out, and then the camera goes back to where she was, but she's no longer there.
Yeah.
Because she is starting to walk out the door.
And then they pan to behind the clown, right?
No, it's the door facing the clown. So looking through the glass door facing the clown, and she like goes to open the door, and her mom closes it and grabs her by the wrist, and is like,
and in true 80s mom fashion.
Yeah, where do you think you're going? You haven't finished eating yet. Not where do you think you're going? You're 7 years old, and
right.
you know you're walking out into the street.
Right. What are you doing?
Right.
Where are you going?
Finish the goddamn $2.99 meal I got you.
Finish your goddamn dinner and then go do whatever the hell you want. Right.
And so the clown is a little bit disappointed.
And that's when they show you what's behind the clown's back.
Yes, and the clown is holding like one of those giant mallets.
It's so great.
Like
it's
the
like red.
texture strength ones.
It's like red and yellow.
Yeah, and it has like stars around the circular part of it.
Yeah, it's so great.
It looks great.
Then the clown kind of makes a sad, disappointed face.
Yeah. And then like we said, like it goes back to like Mooney, and then the drugstore guy calls him.
He does. And then, well, before we go back to Mooney, we forgot. It shows a clown when it shows Big Top Burger. So there's like a clown that comes and like pulls a bunch of that popcorn out of his bag and throws it in the dumpster behind
Yes.
the Big Top Burger.
Yes.
And then after the scene with the little girl, one of the as you call him, this poor bastard, comes out in his uniform.
Yeah, if I had to wear that goddamn uniform to work.
Do you remember what the uniform was?
Yeah, so he's got like a polka dot bow tie, I believe.
Yeah.
He's got a polka dot apron, like a full body apron,
Yeah,
like down to his ankles.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like one of those like party hats that you wore when you were like 5 years old at your birthday party.
Yeah, they're awful.
With the elastic that goes under your chin.
Yeah, it would like pull on your hair and like dig into your face. It was the stupid paper cone hats.
Yep.
So he like throws the friggin' trash in the dumpster, and then he starts to walk away, and he hears noise. So it almost
a skittering.
Yeah, it almost sounds like raccoons, but we know, you're watching the movie, so you saw the killer clown throw the popcorn in there. So it's not raccoons, but you can understand why this guy would think, oh, raccoons.
But even if it was just raccoons, like who's sticking their head in there to make sure?
Okay, so ideally one would not do that, but I have been known when it comes to raccoons or animals of any kind.
Yeah, I know. You tried to coax a whole family of baby raccoons in the house with you. I was sitting right there when you did it.
Yeah, so I can understand like the curiosity and wanting to see what was in there. What I don't understand is why in the fuck in a dark parking lot would he heave half of his body to look into a filthy dumpster?
Right.
And that's when you see it, like his legs and everything start going.
Yeah, they start kicking and he gets dragged in.
And he gets dragged in.
And then the dumpster shakes a little bit.
Yeah, and then I think it's back to Mooney.
Well, we also go back to Debbie and her house.
That's right.
Because she decides the best way to deal with this is to just take a shower now.
Right, so I'm going to take a shower.
Right, and I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed. This is the 80s. I should be seeing a little bit of boobs.
Well, there is negligee pizza girl.
There is negligee pizza girl.
So, I mean, you got a little there.
So she's going to take a shower. She takes her clothes off.
In clown boobs later on in the movie. Balloon boobs.
Kind of.
Yeah.
They're still covered, though. We get Debbie taking her clothes off, getting ready to take a shower. She puts her clothes in the hamper in the bathroom.
Yep.
And
that's when you see, like, her stepping into the shower and her feet and then, like, the popcorns. Like,
that was not on her clothes anymore. Somehow was on her clothes again.
Magically, and then it was magically on the floor.
Yes.
And you can see it, like, kind of like crawling across the
floor. So it kind of does almost like an inchworm crawl, the popcorn. Yeah. It looks so cool. Like, they really did a great job.
It's a great scene.
And so she goes in and takes a shower. And like we said, now we're doing a lot of quick, like, little scenes of, like, the clowns causing havoc. We have the puppeteer clown.
All throughout the town, they start causing havoc. Like back at the drugstore, they're like knocking things on the shelves, and the pharmacist
glass crashing.
The poor pharmacist at the drugstore is like, "Oh, can I help you?
Yeah.
Oh, hello." He doesn't know what to do.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh no. And then you start seeing like the cotton candy cocoons like on the floor.
Yeah, throughout the aisles.
Yeah.
You get that. You have the guy who comes across the puppeteer clown in the park.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, with the two puppets, and he's
so great, like the boy and the girl puppet.
Yeah, and so the boy puppet's trying to make a move on the little girl puppet.
She's
and the little girl's
not having it at all. Yeah.
And so he starts to like maybe force the issue, and the little girl pops down and comes back up with one of the guns.
She has like the most like wicked looking
little
face at this point.
And if I remember, the boy puppet's face is almost surprised at that point.
Yeah, it has like more of a surprise.
Yeah, their faces change. And she zaps him and he just disappears.
Yep.
And then she turns around and aims the gun at the guy who came across this.
Right.
Who was kind of enjoying the show, I guess.
Yeah, he's a weird
He's a
little fella.
weird little dude.
He's a weird little
And so
fucker.
he's like, "What the hell?" And then the clown kind of like emerges out from behind the puppet stand.
Right, and he like eviscerates the puppet stand, like it just
Yeah,
all
this,
falls
this is like a
apart,
7 foot tall
and the clown is
clown.
just massive.
And you, I don't think you see him turn into the cotton candy, but he shoots him with the gun, and
The ray gun.
and the clown starts laughing.
Yep.
So you have that. Then you have the the aforementioned negligee lady.
Yeah, so like okay, so
Emily, tell me about this scene.
so it's definitely the 80s, okay, because well, I shouldn't say the 80s. It's definitely an 80s movie because in every 80s movie at some point there's some sort of nudity or a hint of nudity for no fucking reason whatsoever.
There is no reason
No,
whatsoever for this.
no reason. So, because she could have been fully, well, typically when one answers the door for pizzas or something that they've ordered, you'd wear fucking full clothing. Not this broad. She's in a white, are they called negligees or is it lingerie? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
She's in
I don't
white
wear 'em,
lingerie and it's all lacy and see through. She's holding a glass of wine.
Yep.
She opens the door and there's the big clown.
Is holding like 6 pizzas.
Right, like 6
Well,
pizzas.
she even granted she's wearing negligee or lingerie or whatever it is, so maybe she has a fella coming over, right?
Right, maybe she was gonna answer the door for him. But if you knew you were ordering pizza too.
Right. So she has a fella coming over, right? Listen, I like my pizza. I like it a lot.
Right.
You know how much I love pizza.
Pizza is one of your favorites.
I could probably eat a whole pizza to my head.
Okay.
I'm not eating 6 of them.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, and this tiny little bitch was not
No,
6 by
so
herself.
even she had me coming over.
She like weighed maybe 110 pounds.
Right, so even she had me coming over. 2 pizzas is really all you need. Not 6, 7, 8, whatever
Right.
it was.
And so like, and she's like, huh, pizza.
Yeah. And then other clowns kind of come in.
And then my personal favorite.
The pizza top pops open,
Mhm.
and Shorty rises out of the pizzas holding one of the guns.
Yeah, and so then you know what happens there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was like a bunch of those little scenes.
Yeah, I think it was like 1 or 2 more of those. There was the, then you have, so now you have Mike and Dave go up to,
Lookout points.
well, first they go to where the big top was.
Oh, right. So they do.
Yeah, and there's nothing there except for this giant crater.
Right, like it's
where
just a massive crater.
Right.
And then
Nothing to see here though. We
Right.
don't need to check that out. It's just a giant crater.
Just a giant crater. So Dave starts calling Mike a liar.
Yeah, he's like, Moody was right about you. And he handcuffs him,
Cuffs him.
puts him right back in the back seat.
Right, and shoves him in the back seat.
Yep.
And then as they're driving through, he ends up having to go back through and drive through top of the world. And he starts noticing, Dave does, that like all the cars are abandoned.
Yeah,
and all the
like
trash
doors
is
open.
yeah, doors are open. There's trash on the ground, and they're on top of the cars. There's like this like pink cotton candy looking stuff.
It looks like pink cobwebs almost. Huh?
Yeah, so he gets out of the car and starts looking at everything, and that's when he opens one of the car doors.
Yeah,
and
it's like a Jeep, I think.
Yeah, and the inside is all covered with it, and that's when you see Bob McCready's glasses.
My man, Christopher Titus's
glasses in the truck, and that's when
he picks him up.
He picks him up.
Brings him over to
Mike.
And he's like, and Mike is like, right away, he's like, that's the stuff we were telling you about.
Yeah,
like,
this is the stuff. And he's like, those are Bob McCready's glasses.
Yeah, that's Bob McCready's Jeep. Yeah.
Yep.
And so now Dave
starting to
believe him a little bit.
Yeah, takes him out of the cuffs.
Yep. Lets him in the front seat, I think, at this point.
Yeah, he does let him in the front seat. And then as they're heading back to Debbie's house.
Yes, they decide they're gonna go to Debbie's house
and get Debbie, and then go back to
and figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
They see an interesting little scene playing out.
Yeah.
Of there's a few older people waiting at a bus stop.
Yep.
And a bus shows up, and when it leaves, there's a clown standing there where the bus was.
Yep.
Pretty cool little misdirection thing they did. And the clown kind of gives him like the 1 second gesture to the old people.
Yep.
And then starts doing like shadow puppets on the wall behind him.
Yeah,
on the brick wall.
on the big brick wall. The first one was like all of the shadow puppets that they do for this it's so great because they start off so cute, right? Like he gets the old lady's attention.
Yeah.
He starts doing the shadow puppets, and so everyone starts looking because they're so impressed with the skill of his shadow puppets.
Yeah, he does a rabbit.
Does a
and
bunny.
He does an elephant.
And, yeah, he does.
Then he does the Washington crossing the Delaware,
Which is like
which is crazy.
Incredible. And then the belly dancing
the belly
lady.
dancing, and then by this point, the people dancing
They're
along
all
with
like
the belly dancing.
amazed and up and dancing.
Yeah.
And then he does the next one, and in this one, it's just so great. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the red eye is glowing.
The eyes are glowing.
Yep. And then he
maneuvers it closer to behind them.
right, and so they're like, whoo, right, and they
Yeah.
start bending backwards, and all you see is this T-Rex shadow puppet fucking scoop them up in his mouth, and he swallows them.
Yes.
And then
like geriatric O's.
yeah. And then sprinkles them into his little popcorn bag.
It's his little satchel.
Yeah, and that's when what happens with Dave and Mike.
So Mike freaks the fuck out. He's like,
that's right.
hit it.
Yeah.
And Dave's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, kill it or something like
Right.
that. And he like stomps. He
fucking
reaches over
hammers down
and
on the
hammers
gas.
down on the gas. And Dave is barely keeping control of the car, and he almost hits. He's like aimed right for the clown, and the clown jumps straight up in the air like 20 feet.
Yeah, it like flies up in the fucking air straight up, and then they hit the wall.
Yes, and Dave's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?" And then they get out to look at the damage and stuff like that. And as this is happening, you hear the clown music from the
ice cream truck.
ice cream truck.
That's right.
And they turn and look, and this ice cream truck is like driving by itself down out of an alleyway across the street and like into like a ditch or something, if I remember. And they're like, "What about the girls?" They're like, "Screw the girls. They weren't gonna put
right.
out anyways."
They were gonna put out anyways. It's a rental.
It's a rental.
It's a rental.
And so Mike and Dave decide Dave's gonna go back to the police station and call for backup, call for like the National Guard, call for like whatever, the stateys and stuff, and for Mike to go get Debbie, and then they'll meet back up.
Yes.
That's the plan, right? So
Yep.
so Mike's like, fine, I'll go with the brothers. You go do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of split off. We also forgot to mention, I'm not sure where this falls in, but my favorite clown on person crying is my man here, and we have him wearing his boxing gloves. Is when he shows up at the bikers
Oh yeah.
bar.
Oh, this is so great. You have to like.
He shows up
into
at the
this.
bikers bar, and one dude is like, "Look at this guy." He's like, "Can I take?" Because he shows up in like a little tricycle.
Yeah,
He's like, "Can I take you for a spin?" And he's like, and he makes like a noise, like,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, "No." He's like, "Can I give it a look at or something like that?" And he like destroys it, right?
Right.
And the other guy's like, "You should have let him take it for a spin, man." And so he's like, "What do you?" And so the guy who destroyed it is like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Right. Like a total jerk. Yeah.
Right, and so Shorty turns around and turns back around. He's wearing the boxing gloves, right? He's like, "Oh, he wants to go, huh?" And nobody's taking him serious, right? And what happens?
Go ahead.
He knocks his block off.
Right. He just fucking boom.
He totally like, Jason, Friday the 13th Part 8 with the boxer.
Oh, that's right. That's
He
right.
totally knocks his block
I
off.
forgot about that scene.
Yeah, and so everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And they all scatter, right? So I guess now we get Dave shows up. We got Mooney at the police station,
Yeah.
and he goes.
He encounters a clown. I
Yeah, like-
can't remember how he encounters the clown.
I think he just kind of shows up, like he.
The clown shows up. Right?
Yeah, and so Mooney's like, like, who the hell are you? So you think you're funny, because he's been hearing about these clowns all night, right?
Right. Yeah. You think this is a joke? And...
Yeah. So the
And then
clown offers him to smell his flower, right? Which a clown is off to do.
Yeah.
And what should you never do when a clown offers you to smell its flower?
Go in to sniff.
Right.
Right. Like, why would you ever do that?
I learned that at 5. Like, you just don't do it. Goddamn Ringling Brothers got me once. It only took me one time. So yeah, he kind of leans in a little bit, and he gets sprayed with water
in the face, and
Right.
this just pisses Mooney off.
It's great because it's just dripping off of him, and so that pisses him off. So he's like, "Oh, you think you're funny, huh? We'll see how funny you are." And he's like, "Turn around." He's like putting handcuffs on him, right?
Yeah.
And so then he's like, "Okay, it's time to go." And the clown walks away, like starts to walk, and Mooney's still standing there holding his hands,
which is so fucking funny.
Right? Yeah. And so now Mooney's really mad, right? So now he like brings him into the
holding cells. Yeah.
And he's like, you're gonna get into the cell with these two dummies.
With those poor, unassuming college kids drinking
just
wine in the bar.
Just drinking wine. And so he goes he tells him get into the cell, right? And as the clown's walking in, he pulls out like his mag light.
Yep.
And hits him in the back of the head.
Yeah, because violence is always the answer for Mooney.
Because police brutality was not police brutality back then. It was just policing.
Yeah.
So he hits him in the back of the head, and what happens?
His head does like almost a 180.
Yeah, like totally spins around like he's like a goddamn owl.
Yeah.
Right, and he's got all his fangs out.
Very Exorcist spin.
Very, very cool. That might be the scariest, creepiest part of the entire movie.
Yeah, it is pretty scary.
And so he turns around and he's like, "What are?" And then Mooney like closes the door and is like, "What is going on here?" This is when he's starting to figure out like
he's starting to get nervous.
Yeah, and then he says something to him. I forget what he says.
Something about like a beating or something he's gonna
get. Like you think you're tough and like you
by just wait.
By tomorrow morning you won't be so tough or something like that.
Yeah.
And so now we cut to Dave.
Well, that's when the clown does what? He has one of those like party blowers.
Oh, that's right. Like the noisemakers with like when you were 12.
Yeah.
When you were like 7, your birthday party, you blow into it and it unfurls.
So the clown does it, and it goes through the bars, and it has a hand at the end, and it grabs Mooney by the neck and fucking bangs him.
Oh, it picks him up.
Oh, that's right. It picks him up first, and then it
bangs
fucking slams his head into the bars.
Yeah,
and then it cuts to so then you see like the clown turn and look at those poor kids.
Yeah.
And one of the kids says, "What are you in for?"
Yeah.
Which is just so funny because they're like in the corner and they're fucking terrified.
Cowards.
And I'll be honest with you, in real life, if that ever fucking happened, I would be terrified too. This big fucking clown, or anyone in clown makeup. First of all, I would not want to be in a jail cell, but if I had to be, then I wouldn't want somebody in clown costume.
Right.
So they were terrified, and then it cuts to
Dave showing up at the. There might be like a small like one of those clown things.
Yeah.
After that, but the storyline it cuts to Dave showing up at the
precinct.
At the precinct, and he sees like footprints everywhere, like like the footprints you put down when you're trying to learn the dance step.
Like okay, so for those of us our age or older, do you remember in like Roadrunner or like in Wile E. Coyote, the old like Acme things that they would just like throw on the ground and there would be a hole or whatever, but it looked like a big circle. Like it mimics that. It mimics that, and they're everywhere.
Right. And so he's like, he's like, what the hell? And he kind of like he knows that they go into the holding area, the holding cell area.
Yep.
So he goes in there, and this is when, again, my death blindness comes in. Right. There's 2 cotton candy pop cocoons in the cell, and he goes in and he like pulls down like some of the cotton candy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you if it was Mooney or if it was one of the 2 kids. We find out
it's definitely just the two college.
And as he's doing, he freaks out a little bit. Then an arm comes from above him, and that's when you see the second cotton candy cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
and the arm is already starting to like deteriorate and stuff. So now he like walks out into the the office.
Back into
into
where
the-
their desks are,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And in the background, you see the back of a clown's head sitting in the office chair.
In Moody's chair.
Yeah, and it slowly turns around.
Which it's super creepy because it almost looks like a spotlight, doesn't it? Like on the clown. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember, like the lights are out in it.
Yeah.
And so it turns around and there's the clown from earlier with Mooney, and he has Mooney on his lap, and he's using him as like a ventriloquist
Yeah.
dummy. And he has like his face is kind of white, and he has like the red like cheeks, and then there's blood dripping out of his mouth right at the chin.
Right at the crease where the
Yeah, so it looks like
dummy would have
his mouth.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
It's perfect. It's so simple.
Yeah.
But so perfect.
And he says to him like first he asks who the girl was.
Wait, it's something about like who's the girl you were with last night?
Yeah, which is weird because it's still the same night.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he asks that, and then he says like, "Don't worry about it, Dave. We just want to kill you."
Right. All we want to do is kill you.
And that's when he pulls his hand out of the back of Mooney.
Oh, his big clown hand, and then he
like
slaps Mooney's like inside chunks and blood onto.
He like
off his hand,
flicks it off his hands
ground,
onto the ground.
like it's of no consequence.
Yeah, and then just throws Mooney to the ground and like pushes through the desks to come to Dave,
which is terrifying. So Dave starts popping shots off.
Yeah, he pulls out his gun, and they teach center mass, right?
Yeah.
And he's hitting pretty good, but it's doing nothing to this.
Absolutely nothing. He keeps pushing through and coming towards him.
And so finally, he aims a little bit higher, and he shoots right in the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens?
Well, that's the kill shot for these clowns. It's the only way to kill them dead is to shoot them in the nose.
Right.
So they spin into these like green glowing orbs.
Yes, again with the animation special.
Yeah, so it
cool.
spins into that, and then it explodes into confetti when they fucking die.
Like one of those the poppers
Yeah.
you get.
And then you just see confetti.
Yeah. And so this is when he puts it together like, okay, this is how we kill them, I guess. They can be killed.
They can be killed, yeah.
So while this is all going on, Debbie is fighting for her life in her bathroom because she has now finished her shower, and she stepped out to dry, and she hears like this noise, and it's coming from her hamper.
And she's like, "What's that?"
Right, and as we know, we saw her throw her clothes in there and had the popcorn in the hamper. She opens it up, and these two like clown heads pop up.
It's like
It's like a Jack in a Box, right?
Yep.
And they pop up, and they don't have like bodies yet, but they have the
like
heads.
Heads and vertebrae.
Yeah, and so they're like snapping at her and stuff, and so she backs up. And
she's
then
panicking, of course.
Yes, and then two more pop out, right? Isn't there one in the toilet?
Yeah, so she like sees those. She backs up against the toilet. One pops out of the toilet, and then
one comes out of the medicine cabinet.
Cabinet as well.
And then biting her on the shoulders.
Yeah, and so she backs back up into the
shower.
Shower.
Kind of fights one off.
Yep.
Grabs the shower curtain, throws it over the other two in the hamper so she can leave.
Yep, and then she
runs to her front door.
Opens the door.
And there's a clown waiting for her at the front door.
Right at the front door. So she fucking slams the door shut.
Yep.
And then runs into the other room.
Opens the window.
Tries to jump out the window. And then it's like 4 or 5 clowns down there with one of those.
Yeah, like
catch you.
The fire brigade out there with the trampoline thing.
Don't worry. And so
they're wearing the plastic fire hats. It's great. It's a great gag.
And then what happened after that?
I think the one in the door breaks through.
That's right, and then shoots her with
a gun, but it's not the cotton candy one.
For some reason, they don't want to kill Debbie.
No, she's like the only one that they don't
want to kill for whatever reason.
Turned into cotton candy.
They put her in this balloon that is slowly depriving her of oxygen, I think, because at some point she's like, I can't breathe, or whatever.
Right. So when she gets finally released from it, she's gasping for breath. She's like, I couldn't breathe. So they put her in this thing, and as this is going on, the brothers and Mike show up to her house in the ice cream truck, and there's a clown car out front,
Yeah, so they stop. So there's like all sorts of confetti
Yeah,
all
and one
over
of them
their
because
house.
the
And,
brothers don't believe what's going on.
yeah, they have no, like,
They have
really
no,
no idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so they do at this point because they run into the parade.
That's right. So
They
they
see the
see what's
parade
going on.
and they see people being zapped and turned into cotton candy
Yeah.
and stuff. And they get this like machine that's like a giant vacuum that's sucking up
That's
the
right.
cotton
It's like
candy.
sucking up all the
And it reminded me
cotton
of
candy
like the
labels.
Dr. Seuss cartoon with was it the Sneetches?
I think so. Yeah, and they had like that. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so they're doing that, and so now they show up at her apartment just as all the clowns are coming out with
Yep.
her as a balloon. They see them tie the balloon to the back, like the spoiler of the clown car. They all, tumble in, and they take off. So Mike and the boys decide to chase them.
Right, they're chasing this clown car.
Now Dave has ran from the police department. He's heading
To Debbie's house.
to Debbie's house because that's what the plan was.
Right, everyone was gonna meet there.
And when that happens, he sees the clown car go by, and
Flying by, and then the Terenzi brothers ice cream truck.
and so he starts chasing after them. And so we have a clown car being chased by an ice cream truck,
Mhm.
being chased by a police car.
It's brilliant.
It's great. And like in the history of cinema, you have great car chase scenes. You have the one in Bullet with Steve McQueen. You have the Italian Job, right, with the minis, and then you have a clown car being chased by an ice cream truck being chased by the police.
It's so funny too because Mike's like screaming at the Terenzi brothers to go faster. Dude, you're in an ice cream truck. I think they say at one point like, "We're in an ice cream truck. How fast do you think it goes?" And Dave's like following behind them.
He's got his lights flashing.
His lights are flashing.
So they think they're getting pulled over.
Right.
And so the one brother says to the one that's driving, "Stop."
Stop.
And he's like, "I can't just stop." He's like, "Just stop.
Just
it's the
stop.
police." And so he slams on his brakes, and then Dave rear ends him.
Slams into the back of the ice cream truck.
Right.
And then is that when Mike jumps out, right?
Yeah, Mike jumps out. And Dave gets out of the cop car and he's like, "They have Debbie." He's like, "Okay, we'll get into the truck and we'll go."
Yeah.
So they jump into the truck, and as they jump into the truck, the two brothers are fighting. He's like, "You told me to stop." He's like, "I told you to pull over." He's like, "No, you said stop." And so they're like arguing, and when they see the cop come into the ice cream truck, one of them's got his license and registration already. He's like, "Sorry, officer, I haven't been drinking."
And they're like, just go.
Right.
Just fucking drive.
So they're following the clown car, and they end up going to like it looks like I guess like the fish pier in San Diego, or like it's like an amusement area on the water.
So it was filmed. One of the film locations I think was like the Santa Cruz Pier.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz is Santa Clara, one of the two.
One of the two. Yeah.
So that's where we find our characters now,
Mm-hmm.
is they're pulling up to this. The clown car shows up, and there's like pulls up in front of like a fun house, and there's a guard there.
Yeah.
And the guard is just like starting to have his lunch. What is he having for lunch?
So he pulls a sandwich
Yeah.
out of its holster, out of his inside pocket.
Yeah, he's having a pocket sandwich.
Yeah, he's magically just has a sandwich in his
Yeah.
pocket. I mean, I get it. It's the night shift. He's out walking around.
That thing isn't even wrapped up.
Little snack.
There's no Ziploc
No,
bag.
it was in his Ziploc.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah,
Okay.
it
I was
wasn't
like,
just
that thing's not even wrapped.
dusting the pocket.
Yeah,
on
he's
top
got a
of
little
his-
bit of mustard,
I
a
mean,
little
he's
bit of
not
mayo.
a savage. It's at
No, he
least in
actually
a-
seems like a really nice
At
guy.
least in a Ziploc bag.
So he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? Like,
And park's closed.
park's closed.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be here." So the clowns are like, "No, like we work here. This is our, we're just showing up to get ready for tomorrow." And no, none of that happens.
No.
They just
like,
start
what are you talking
they just start throwing pies at them.
Right. So every kind of pie. I think you used
Yes.
like lemon meringue.
Yeah, it starts out with like
cherry,
cream pies,
yeah.
and then it just like it just
Fucking hammer him with pies.
yeah, it just gets worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just kind of falls to the ground, right?
Right.
And Shorty, my man, he uh he literally puts the cherry on the
Right,
top.
pulls out like a big cherry and
This
just
thing is like the
boop,
size of me. This
right,
cherry
just boop right
right
on
on
the
the top.
top.
So now Mike, Dave, and the Terenzi brothers,
Hmm.
um,
They pull in.
they pull in. They see this thing, this.
Right. In
One of them says like it looks like a
melted ice cream.
ball of melted ice cream or something.
And then one of the Terenzi brothers is sticking their fingers in it
Yeah,
and,
he's like rolling
feeling
around
it.
on his fingertips.
Yeah.
And that's when they see the security guard's arm kind of flops out.
Yep.
And it's all like bones and like gristle.
It's so.
It looks so cool.
And they're like, it's not melted ice cream. So he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So they end up going inside, right?
Yes.
They run inside.
Yes.
And then, Dave is all, everybody has to stick together. We have to stick together.
Yes.
Let's stick together. So,
and can we just say the inside of the funhouse looks so cool?
It's so great. It's so great.
It's like these giant cutouts and like.
Yeah, there's like a dragon cutout.
Yeah, like dinosaur kind of.
Dinosaur cutouts.
It looks super cool.
It's so cool as they're walking through there.
Yeah.
And then they go through like the framed structure thing that's moving back and forth, I think. Or is that later on?
No, I believe you're right.
Yeah, and then
it's a fun house.
It's great.
Fun house. And yeah, so he's like, we have to stick together.
We have to stick together.
No matter what, we stick together.
So they get to the door.
Yep.
And as they push the button on the door.
Yeah, so Dave turns around to push the button on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And as they do so like a trap door below them
and this
opens
is
up.
just after the Terenzi brothers says, "Don't worry,
yeah, we're gonna stick.
We're gonna
follow
together.
you to the end."
Yeah.
And the trap door opens, and they fall. The Terenzi brothers fall down, and it closes. And Dave turns back around to say, "All right, let's go through the door or something."
Yeah.
And they're not there, and he's like, "What the fuck? Where did they go?
Where the hell did they go?" So it turns out the Terenzi brothers fall into this ball pit. And as they're like moving around in this ball pit, you see like clown legs.
Yeah, it's almost like it's supposed to be like a pool.
Yeah,
and they're
dipping their feet in the water.
Yes.
And so the Terenzi brothers come up, and as they're coming up out of the ball
pit,
they're arguing,
yes.
of course. But what's happening, Phil? What's happening with the legs that are dangling in the pool?
Well, Mike says to Dave, "Don't worry about it. They always seem to land on their feet."
That's right. They always seem to land on their feet.
Boy, did they.
They did.
So they come out of the ball pit, and they look over, and the two sets of legs, you see it from their point of view, are female. So apparently there are female clowns as well.
Yeah.
And these female clowns must be turned on by the Terenzi brothers. I mean, how could they not be?
Right.
And so, like, their boobs start, like, blowing up like balloons.
Yeah, and so it's legitimately, like, just balloons underneath their outfit, and they just slowly are getting bigger. And what did the Terenzi brothers say?
I don't remember. Don't they just kind of go, huh?
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
And so now we go back to Dave and Mike.
Mike and Debbie. Oh, no, just Dave and Mike.
Yes, yeah. And they find it, and this is when Mike figures out, oh, this is the ship me and Debbie were. This is where we were earlier.
Yeah.
So remember, he knows the layout of the ship.
Right. So he knows his way around a little bit.
He knew how to get right out and everything.
Yep.
So he knows right away. So he says I know where she probably is.
Right.
And so they go into the holding area where all the cotton candy cocoons are.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's stocked. It's stocked.
Right. It's like stocked full because. Now remember, everyone, like the fucking clowns went through the town and basically made everyone cotton candy.
Except for Deb.
Yeah, except for Deb.
Except for Deb. And so as this is going on, they're looking for her and they can't find her. My favorite clown comes waddling in.
Yeah.
And he walks over to a cotton candy cocoon and he's starting to check to see if it's ripe. He's like pressing it.
It's so funny to
on
see.
It, right? Yeah. He kind of like, weighs it a little bit, as if he's trying to pick out that prize melon, He finally finds the one he wants, and he pulls out this giant, like, silly straw.
Oh, it's so
like
great.
The crazy straws, And it is, like, crazy. It's a doozy.
The ultimate crazy straw, yeah.
And he, like, sticks it in to the cotton candy, and he starts sucking, and you get red
going up through the crazy,
Yeah,
which
like
is blood, I assume. Yeah.
yeah, it seems a little watery, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be fun. And so like you find out like that one of the Terenzi brothers is like maybe they were just hungry,
Right.
And he just turns out he's right.
Right. Turns out they just stopped over for a snack,
Yeah,
a
they're
bite
just-
to eat, and
just-
then they're gonna move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just filling up their stores,
Yeah.
And so Dave steps out because Mike's like, "Can we kill them?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Like
you have to shoot him in the nose."
in the nose. Yeah.
So Dave steps out. I think he shoots this dude twice before he actually gets him in the nose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. He does.
And he explodes. And he's like, listen, now we really gotta find her and get the fuck out of here because
Right.
they're gonna be alerted to us. And we're there.
Yeah. So they find Debbie.
Yes, in this giant like bouncy ball balloon.
And
yeah.
so Dave's like, I'm gonna shoot it. Mike's like, what are you, crazy? Debbie's in there, and he
Yep.
goes, just step out of the way. So he shoots the balloon,
Yeah, he like puts his gun to the very edge
Side.
of it so
Yep.
that it blows up.
and then Debbie falls out. She couldn't breathe and all of that. And
Yeah.
we still never understand why Debbie was in a balloon,
And the rest of the town becomes
unless it was like to entice them to get them back there so they could eviscerate the rest of the people in the town.
yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. I mean, I never
So
really put
many
that much thought into it.
Unanswered question.
Yeah, well, this is why we need a sequel.
I know. No, I know, right?
So they get Debbie now, and now all the clowns are coming out.
Yep.
And so they try to run away,
Mhm.
and they end up in this room
Yes.
where
It almost looks like a tiered cake topper is in the middle of the room.
right. So even before that, they end up in this room where there's like a creature. Oh, they go down like a pole.
Oh, that's right. So they're getting chased out of there and they run down the hall and there's just a fireman's pole. And Mike's like, I'm not going down there. And Dave's like, you should go. And then Debbie's like, I'm not getting put in a fucking balloon again.
Yeah, and she
darts
down.
right down. And then,
And so then Mike and then Dave is heading all the way down. They stop him.
right.
He's like, "Why didn't you keep going?" And there's like this fucking creature
Yeah.
at the bottom.
It's so great.
It's like the creature from Return of the Jedi with the Silac.
Yeah. It's so great. And it's like,
Yeah. And so there's a door there, so they go through the door. The clowns follow them through, chase them through like this anglerfish thing that they run
which
through.
is so
It
awesome.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
Every set in this movie looks amazing.
It's so great.
Every single one. They end up getting into they find the door. It's the old smaller door.
Another door.
Another door.
Another door.
And they're like, "Hurry up, Mike!" He's
He's
like,
like,
"Another
"Another
door."
door.
Finally, they get to a small door. They open it up. They send Debbie through again first.
Yep.
Mike, Dave, and
As
they're
they should, because it's Debbie's fault that Mike's in this situation.
Fair enough.
Please.
So they get into this room that like the cake topper room.
The
that
cake
you call
topper
it.
room, yeah.
It's like a structure of like building blocks and stuff, and they
Mhm.
start climbing up it, and all these clowns start coming out of the watermark.
Right. They start advancing towards them and pushing them closer and closer towards this cake topper in the center of the room.
Right, and they all have a weapon.
Yeah, so all the clowns have weapons, and they're all like
Not
this
one of them.
silliest
ray
of
gun.
weapons. Right. None of them have the ray gun. So like Debbie and Mike and Dave are all starting to like ascend this tower,
Yeah.
and they're going up it, and the clowns are trying to climb up it too, but for some reason the clowns can't climb all the way up it, and
It's
they're
the big giant shoes on.
oh, that's right. Of course.
It's the big giant shoes.
What an idiot. And so they're like trying to hit at them with the bats. And
Yeah, some of them
everything.
get like bats that are only like 2 inches long.
Yeah. And then they hear what?
They hear this crazy noise, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly the JoJo ice cream truck slams through the wall.
Nope, not yet, because they hear something that scares all the other clowns.
No. First the truck, and they start saying that they're JoJo the Great, and that,
Oh, that's right.
and all the clowns stop, and they're like, "What is this?" Right?
That's right.
They're like stunned. They're like, "What is going on?"
The fucking Terenzi brothers.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's right. They smash through the wall, and they're talking about I'm Joe through the speaker.
Yeah.
And so it kind of startles all the clowns.
Yeah, they
to
all
be
kind of like get this
wait,
weird look on their face.
What? What's happening?
Yeah. And as that is happening, then a noise from above happens,
That's right.
and this, I believe, like a roar almost, right?
Yeah, it's like a roar.
And all of a sudden, you see these giant clown shoes start to come down from
Yeah, they
above.
start to like descend all the way down to what looks like towards the cake topper, right?
Right.
And all the clowns, all the killer clowns start going to hide.
Yeah. So they're freaking out.
Yeah, they're terrified. Which, if I was in that situation and my killers are terrified,
Right.
what you think that's what's worse? What the fuck is worse than that?
Right. So at this point, I would have just ran out the fucking hole
Right.
that the truck made.
That's fair.
But they're like, what's going on, right?
Right.
They got Mr. Adventure and Debbie got to check it out, right? So this giant clown,
Clownzilla,
shows up and like just shakes off it because it comes down like a puppet,
like a marionette. Yeah.
and then like just shrugs off its lines, right? And like so the Treasury brothers try to talk reason with it through the megaphone,
and it gets fucking pissed.
Yeah, well, there can only be one alpha.
Yeah, so it starts like just eviscerating.
It like destroys
Jojo the clown, the ice cream
It
truck.
destroys the head, the clown head on top.
Yeah.
And it starts like almost like a gorilla in the wild. Like it starts banging down on it. Like,
yeah.
And Dave, Debbie, and Mike kind of run away, and Clownzilla actually just kind of picks up the
ice cream truck,
and he kind of flips it over, like flings it over to the side,
and it explodes.
Yeah, what the hell was in that ice cream truck that make it explode like that?
Maybe compressors and
I
stuff.
don't know.
I don't know, but it explodes, and so you think the Terenzi brothers are dead, right?
Right.
Because they were in the ice cream truck when all of that was happening. So then what happened?
So Dave tells the other two, get the hell out of here.
Yes, of course, because Dave's savior complex.
Yeah, his savior complex that we talked about earlier. So he's like, get the hell out of here, I'll take care of this. So what do? They run through the hole.
Right.
That
makes sense.
Yeah. And so they start running, and you see them running like through like a parking lot of the area.
Yeah.
And you see the other police department starting to...
Everyone's coming in.
The Stadies, the National Guard, whatever. They start showing up. And as all that's going on, Dave is firing at Clownzilla with his gun.
Right.
Now, we already have established how to kill these clowns, have we not?
We have.
They have one vulnerability.
The nose.
The nose. Where does Dave shoot?
Everywhere but the nose.
Everywhere but the nose!
Everywhere but the fucking nose.
What is he thinking?
I don't know.
So Dave gets manhandled, like he gets grabbed and picked up.
Snatches him the fuck up.
And it's a great, like, this might be the worst special effect of the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's quick, but like, it's literally like Clownzilla's holding like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
Right? But he picks him up, and then you have Dave like struggling, right?
Right, he's all like, oh, I can't get out of it.
Yeah, he's in like a vice grip.
Massive Clownzilla.
And he looks at the nose, and finally he puts it together. The nose, Dave, the nose.
Right.
And he pulls off his badge,
right? Yeah.
his star, and he uses the pin of it, and he pokes the nose with it, right?
Like the simplest thing. Just
respect the badge,
right?
Bitch.
Boop.
So then what happens, huh?
So then he starts spinning.
Yeah, he drops Dave.
Drops Dave, starts spinning into this green blob thing. Yep. And then while that's happening, the big top is sucking into itself all of its anchors and things.
Yes, and it starts spinning.
It starts spinning into like what looks like a diamond shape.
Well, it looks like almost like a top, like a actually spinning top.
Yeah, a spinning top.
Yeah.
And so Clownzilla, after he's done spinning, he just explodes. Like it's a massive explosion. But when he explodes,
for some reason, the entire big top
explodes. But it's not confetti at first this time.
No.
It's fireworks.
It's fireworks.
Yeah.
And then Mike and Debbie are obviously upset because
the
Terenzi brothers and Dave have perished. And as they're like showing their emotions, something lands next to them.
Yep. It's the clown
It's
car.
the clown car, and the door open. Like all the cops like take aim.
Yeah, they're
before
all
freaking
like
out.
firing at it.
Well, they don't shoot, but they all take
Oh
aim.
yeah, sorry.
And the door swings open, and Dave steps out,
He pops out.
and they're all happy and
They're all
Debbie,
hugging
yeah, they're all hugging.
Dave.
They can start their
Yeah.
polyamorous lifestyle together.
Weird. Whatever was going on between the three of them.
No, they can move on with that. And as they're celebrating, what happens?
The other door pops open, and it's the fucking Terenzi brothers
Those-
covered in ice cream.
Those motherfuckers always land on their feet.
Right, and you know how they survived the explosion? They hid in the freezers with the ice cream,
Yeah, a la fucking Indiana Jones and Crystal Skulls.
which is the worst Indiana Jones.
It really is. But if you think back, he survives an atomic bomb by getting into
A
a
refrigerator.
refrigerator.
Which, by the way, Punky Brewster told me never to do when
Right,
I was a small
exactly.
girl.
So my thought now process is if anything is ever going on, I'm getting into the goddamn freezer.
Right.
Because apparently Freon saves you.
So then, as everyone's out of the clown car and everything, you start to see like what looks like confetti or
Right,
ash falling.
And they're all
glittering.
kind of like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's so nice. And then, what happens, Phil?
Then all of a sudden they get covered in the pie fillings.
Yeah, all of a sudden, pie filling starts falling on them, and then
Looking like the end of Ghostbusters.
Yep. and that's how it ends.
Right. So that's how it ends, and it makes you wonder, like, well, the pie filling killed the security guard.
Right.
What-
Did it kill them too?
Also, is it Crystal Cove? Is that what it was?
Crescent.
Crescent Cove. All those people died.
Yeah.
Nobody was saved.
Yeah.
This is a really sad movie when you think about it. Ha ha, clowns, everybody's dead.
Except for
Everybody's dead.
Yeah, everyone was fucking annihilated, and the only people who are left are the Terenzi brothers, Mike, Debbie, and Dave.
Right, that's it.
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Everybody else,
See you later.
see you later.
So, as you know, just such a great movie. I love it so much. I
Oh,
watched it a million times. I will absolutely watch it a million times more. So we rate these movies individually, and then Philly like combines the score, and he does like a whole thing with it, which we'll talk about in a second. But
right, there's a whole formula or format. Like,
Yeah.
there's a whole, like, you
So-
gotta carry the one.
what's your rating for this movie? And I'll tell you mine, unless you want me to tell you mine.
Well, this was your movie. Go ahead.
Okay, so I know people are gonna disagree with me here, and I really don't give a fuck.
Shush, yo, babe.
But here's the thing. For most people, I'm guessing this is like a 1.5. For me, this is a 3.5. All day, every day.
Okay.
3.5 stars.
Okay.
So what's yours?
All right. So I think I lean more towards you. For me, this movie is a straight 4.
Okay.
We rank out of a 5-star system. This is a 4. This there's a reason that this is a cult classic.
Yeah.
People love this movie. It only made like 2 million box office domestically,
Yeah. Oh, so
but it
no,
pulled
so that
in.
was the budget. The budget was
Yeah, so-
2 million.
Yeah, and I think it literally only like made like I think it made like maybe 80,000.
80,000 was the
Something like
original
that.
box office.
But like worldwide, and then with rentals and everything, it's over $43 million now.
43 million. Yeah.
So like, there's a reason that this movie lives on. It's because it's a romp. It's a fun
Yeah.
movie.
And there's a reason why people want to see more of this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
there's been
there are
demand.
those of us who have been like demanding a sequel,
sequel,
to
a
this
reboot,
movie, a
anything.
reboot.
There was a video game
Yeah.
in the works. I don't think it ever came
I
out.
don't know.
Like this movie like garners so much love, and there's a
Mm-hmm.
reason for it. It's just fun to watch. It's goofy. It's not super scary, so if you want to introduce children to the genre of horror, this is a good start.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's just it's a fun movie. I think I've said that 5 times now.
Well,
So
it is
for
a
me,
fun movie.
it's a 4. It's a straight 4. And so you gave it a 3.5. I gave it a 4. We usually tend to round up, so we're gonna call it a 4.
A straight 4.
A straight 4 for this classic.
Yeah.
The the Chiodo brothers. I still don't know how to say their
We're
names.
still unsure
God
how to
bless
say their
you.
names.
I'm sorry if
Yeah.
this gets to you.
Geniuses, we love this
You
movie.
geniuses, please send us a message where say it with a phonetic spelling of your name,
Yeah.
because I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, this was a great choice and absolutely adored it. Um, so now that means next week is my pick.
It is your pick next week.
I've toiled over this. I've had a few different movies I've kind of wanted to do. The trouble is we can only do one movie at a time. I have so many I want to get to. I think I've settled on one, and it is not a classic. It's not. It's known. It's not. It's no. Doesn't hold high standings. What it does is it holds the prominent of the history of being the first and for the longest time the only movie that Robert Englund directed.
Yeah.
So this was his directorial debut. I think he directed another movie in like 2016 or something like that. But for the longest time, this is the only movie he ever directed, and it is called 976 Evil.
I'm super excited for this one.
This is.
I love Robert Englund, so I'm super excited.
So that is my pick for next week.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay.
So tell us, Philly, where everyone can find us and all that good stuff.
Okay, so you can check us out on almost all platforms. We have a YouTube channel. We just did an interview with a director of Night of the Reaper, Brandon Christensen. You can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, as of this episode, Apple, Amazon, or Prime, or whatever you want to call it now. You can also check out our Substack where we write about movies that we wouldn't cover on the show. We do reviews there. We are on all socials, and you can check out all our socials. You can find our email if you want to suggest a movie for us or just tell us how terrible we've done. That is on our link tree. Everything we have is on our link tree. So if you go to link tree, search out Wretched Rentals, you can find us there, and you can get a hold of us or find any little bit of our content there. And you can find our letterbox. That's where we keep our rankings of these movies as we watch them, and usually let you know what our next movie is going to be.
Yeah, and I definitely suggest people check out Letterboxd. It's really cool.
It is. It's a good little tool for us.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to bring?
Nope.
I do want to. Last week, I appeared on the Kirk Minahan show.
Yeah.
It was my first, hopefully not my only appearance. I do want to thank the guys, Kirk, Justin, Dave, his producers. They were fantastic. They were welcoming. It was an amazing experience. I'd love to do it again.
The guy you were on with too was.
Yeah, so Kane was on there with me. He was very welcoming. He really took a little bit of the pressure off. He was very nice. He was very, very cool. So, obviously, if you don't already, he has a lot of listeners, but if you don't already, give him a look. Check out my episode. I was not electric, but I was okay. So there was that. We also partnered up with. We have a partnership with Screamify. It's a streaming platform that deals with horror.
Super cool horror streaming platform.
Yes, very very dedicated to young or up and coming creators. They do with filmmakers and podcasters.
Yeah.
They definitely swing that door wide open for creators and
Very
give them a chance to get their stuff out there. Screamify is an independent horror streaming platform that steps outside the usual studio maze, giving filmmakers a straight line to viewers and fans a fresh supply of hand-picked nightmares. Screamify bridges the gap between bold voices and horror lovers who crave something real, all without the baggage of the broken Hollywood system. Screamify, eyeballs on screens.
Awesome.
And last but not least, we also partnered up with Scare New Hampshire.
Yeah.
You want to tell?
So, Scare New Hampshire is a great organization. What they do is they take in gently used Halloween costumes
Mhm.
and they redistribute them out to children who can't necessarily afford Halloween costumes. So, Halloween is accessible to all kids.
All kids,
Mhm.
as it should be.
Mhm.
No kid should not be able to enjoy the
They
spooky
are
season.
a fantastic organization.
Yes,
And Phil's going to tell you how to get a hold of them. And for those of you who know us personally, if you have any and can't get that to them, hit me up and I will make sure I get it to them.
absolutely. So you can volunteer or you can donate through their website. It's scarenh.org. Um, you can also message them.
Yeah.
They do year-round events. It's not just during October. It's not just for Halloween. They
They're at
take
it
in,
year round. They do things
yes,
for
they
kids
work
year
year-round
round.
at this.
Yeah.
They do like free haunted houses in the area and stuff. It's really cool. At the end of the show, we'll run a little ad for them. We
Mhm.
have, so there's that. Um, and with that being said, I think
That's that.
that's that.
Thanks,
So
everyone.
again, thank you for listening. Thank you for Anthony for the production. He's amazing.
He is.
And be kind and unwind.